Imagine a city older than the Roman Empire, a place so wealthy it was called the jewel of the ancient world. A city where gold flowed like water, merchants became legends, and ordinary people learned the timeless laws of building wealth. That city was Babylon. And hidden inside its ancient clay tablets are financial secrets that still work today, even in our fast-paced, digital, and often chaotic modern world. As George S. Clason wrote in his classic book, The Richest Man in Babylon, our acts can be no wiser than our thoughts. Today, we're going to dive into the exact lessons taught to the citizens of Babylon, and more importantly, how you can apply them right now to transform your finances, your habits, and your entire future. Welcome to the ancient blueprint for modern wealth. The first and perhaps most powerful lesson is to start thy purse to fattening. In modern terms, this means pay yourself first. The book begins with a simple rule that has probably created more millionaires than any other principle. A part of all you earn is yours to keep. Think about that. Not for your landlord. Not for your bills. Not for the government. For you. This is the famous 10% rule. Before you do anything else with your paycheck, set aside at least 10% of everything you earn. No excuses, no exceptions. As Robert Kiyosaki wrote in Rich Dad Poor Dad, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep. Saving isn't just a good idea. It's not an option if you want to be wealthy. Saving is the very foundation upon which all wealth is built. It's the first step to financial freedom. Once you've started saving, the next Babylonian law is to control thy expenditures. You have to stop lifestyle creep in its tracks. The book puts it perfectly. What each of us calls our necessary expenses will always grow to equal our incomes unless we protest. Have you ever noticed that? You get a raise, and suddenly your expenses magically expand to eat up all the extra money. That is lifestyle creep, and it is the silent killer of financial progress. Budgeting isn't about restriction. It's about freedom. It's about telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. If you earn more money, but you're not saving more money, you are not actually getting ahead. You're just upgrading your distractions, buying nicer things that keep you stuck in the same cycle. True progress happens when the gap between what you earn and what you spend gets wider, not when your car gets fancier. Now we get to the exciting part. The third law is to make thy gold multiply. In other words, invest wisely. Saving your money creates a stable foundation, but it's investing that actually builds the skyscraper of wealth. Clason writes, "Gold laboreth diligently for the wise owner who finds for it profitable employment." Your money needs to work for you. It needs to be out there, earning interest, generating dividends, creating income, and multiplying itself while you eat, sleep, and live your life. This wisdom is echoed by one of the greatest investors of all time, Warren Buffett, who famously said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Your saved money can't just sit there. You need to give your gold a job." That's how you build true lasting wealth. But with great opportunity comes great risk. That's why the fourth lesson is so crucial. Guard thy treasures from loss. This is all about avoiding bad investments. The Babylonians warned us thousands of years ago. Don't chase quick, easy money. Don't follow the hype and get rich quick schemes. And most importantly, do not gamble with your hard-earned savings. The book advises to secure the advice of those experienced in the profitable handling of gold. In today's world, that means you need to do your research before you invest a single dollar. You need to verify information before you trust it. Protect your money with the same vigilance you would use to protect your own home. This aligns perfectly with what Napoleon Hill wrote in Think and Grow Rich. Opinions are the cheapest commodities on earth. Everyone has an opinion about the next hot stock or crypto coin. But you must seek knowledge, not noise. Protect your principal at all costs. The fifth piece of wisdom from Babylon is to make thy dwelling a profitable investment. On the surface, the book advised its citizens to own their own homes to reduce wasteful rent payments. But the deeper lesson here is about building a life of assets, not liabilities. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out. Your dwelling, whether it's a home you own, a workspace you use, or even a business you're building, should contribute positively to your financial life, not drain it. Think about your major purchases. Are they helping you build wealth? Or are they just expensive burdens? The goal is to accumulate things that add value and generate income, creating a strong financial structure for your life. Next, the sixth lesson looks to the future. It's about ensuring a future income. The Babylonians were brilliant long-term thinkers. They understood the importance of preparing for old age, for unexpected sickness, and for the uncertainties of life. The book tells us to provide in advance for the needs of thy growing age and the protection of thy family. In our modern world, this translates directly to things like insurance, retirement accounts like a 401k or an IRA, building an emergency fund, and having a long-term financial plan. True wealth isn't just about how much money you have right now. It's about how secure your future is. It's about knowing that you and your loved ones will be taken care of, no matter what happens. That peace of mind is one of the greatest returns you'll ever get on your money. And that brings us to the seventh and final lesson, which is arguably the most powerful of them all. Increase thy ability to earn. This is the secret to unlocking your ultimate potential. The book states, the more of wisdom we know, the more we may earn. Your skills, your knowledge, your expertise, these are your greatest assets. They are the engine of your wealth creation machine. So you must invest in yourself, take courses, read books. Find mentors who have already achieved what you want to achieve. Practice your craft with discipline. The legendary speaker Jim Rohn said it best. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. The richer your mind becomes, the richer your life will become. Your earning potential is not fixed. You have the power to increase it, and that is the ultimate form of financial control. The beauty of these ancient principles is their simplicity and their timelessness. They worked for the Babylonians 4,000 years ago. They work for millions of people today, and they will still work 4,000 years from now. Why? Because building wealth isn't about luck, and it's not about magic. It is the result of discipline, wisdom, and consistent, daily action. Let's recap Babylon's 7 timeless lessons for wealth. 1. Pay yourself first. 2. Live below your means. 3. Invest your savings wisely. 4. Protect your money from loss. 5. Own productive assets. 6. Prepare and plan for the future. And 7. Always invest in growing your skills. These are the laws of wealth, first engraved on ancient clay tablets, and now, hopefully, engraved in your mind. If you begin to apply these principles, you won't just become wealthier. You will become wiser, stronger, and more in control of your own destiny. Your journey to Babylon begins now. Thanks for watching. If this video brought you value, make sure to like and subscribe for more lessons on building wealth and a better life. See you in the next one.